Hi, everyone. Welcome. Ooh, there's two people. I have two people in tonight. What? Don't make me cry. Hi, everyone. I'm trying to get situated, so give me a second. I moved areas. I'm going to teach, but I stream on Instagram too, and I'm just trying to get focused, not like one view is looking one way and the other is looking the other. It gets a little confusing. Life's confusing though. So. Life is confusing. I think that's good. I have a lot of tripods. I think the lighting looks good. How are y'all this evening? How's the lighting look? Good? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I'm in a different room. You guys get to see a different angle. All right, we will get started here in a second. So just get on your mat. If you would like to, if you have accessible blocks or any yoga tools you'd like to use, go ahead and grab those, get some water. We will be getting started here shortly. All right, I'm coming. One more second. Hi. All right, y'all. Hi, good evening. Hello. I'm going to come in the middle. I'm Allison. I am your teacher. I'm with the Sunflower Collective Yoga, and tonight we're doing some rocket yoga. So I'm teaching every Tuesday, Thursdays. Currently, today is December 27th. It is, depending what time zone you're in, I'm currently in Wichita, Kansas, so it is 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I try to put all the, I start doing like all the time zones and then my brain like, so I'm trying to make sure I do put all the time zones, because you know what? We're just going to put all the time zones. So, but thank you for joining in this evening. I just wanted to start out by showing some yoga tools, because sometimes I use them. I'll just like bring them out. Sometimes you might, I might tell you to use it, or you should always have them handy, or have something handy, or when you're introduced to it, maybe think about like, maybe I want to invest in some more stuff for my yoga practice. So that's where getting more of these tools comes from, is you becoming more curious and wanting to invest more in your practice. So, yoga is a lifelong practice. Okay, you don't master it overnight. So you invest in what you love. Okay, I wouldn't be here doing yoga if I didn't like it. Okay, and I am so happy to show up here and teach yoga, and I'm just doing it online right now. So it's 2022. It's about to be 2023. The endless possibility is the future. So some things I use in my practice, I use blocks. So this is, I have two different styles of blocks, but this is the one I have right here. This is my wide block. This is a thicker one. I don't remember the dimensions 100%, but maybe I'll put some information about blocks in the comments. I'm planning to sell these in the future, so I can help you find some if you are looking for some. Here's a yoga strap. I've had this yoga strap forever, and I'm so happy that I purchased it. It was cheap, and then I just like always have it. And it's been with me a lot of places. And the yoga strap does a lot of different things. It can help you out in your practice, especially if you're trying to reach in different ways and you're just not reaching because you need, it's just through more practices when you open up more. So the yoga strap helps. It helps in many different ways. I'll make sure I incorporate this in the future. Maybe I'll use it today in some poses just so you can see. So let's have a seat on our mat. Thank you for showing up today. You're showing up for yourself. We're just going to do some like opening. I know here in Kansas, the weather is officially getting back just a little warmer. I think it was 45 when I looked at my temperature this evening. It was like 18 yesterday, and it's just been cold. Freaking broke the handle off my car door, and my turning signal light cover flew off yesterday. I was like stopped at the intersection, and then it didn't get ran over by another car, but it was very close. You guys, it's almost, I don't know if you're into this, but it's almost retrograde and the energy is thick. So just be mindful for yourself. Notice those little things that are happening and let it come up and also let it go. So, and just handle what you can handle right now. My car's under warranty, so I guess whatever happens to it, it's going to be fine. It sucks in the moment, though. Like, I'm paying a car note and all this stuff. It doesn't matter. Just let it come up and let it go. We're going to do some breathing first. So we're going to take our right hand, and we're going to do some alternating with so take your fingers. You're going to do like a little cowabunga hands, I guess. So it's your pinky and your thumb. And so we're going to alternate nostrils and breathing in and out. And as we start this practice, cultivate the inner you. And this week we're, let's see, it's almost the new year. So rejuvenation. The word today is rejuvenation. Okay. I want you guys to submit words to me too, by the way. All right, take your right thumb on your right nostril. Breathe in, press it onto your right nostril. And we're going to breathe in and out through our left nostril. So breathe in, out. And then put your pinky on your left nostril. Release your right thumb. And breathe in through your right and out through your right. And then switch. So we're going to do that off and on. We're going to go ahead and go at a rhythm. So keep breathing in and out. It might clear some stuff out, which is totally fine. We're opening ourselves up. All right. Breathe in on the right. Out on the right. Switch. Breathe in on the left. Release on the left. Switch. Breathe in. Out. Switch. 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 And release. We're going to put our hands on top of our knees. Just going to kind of do a little roll out right here. So you're going to release your shoulders. Hands are on top of your knees, facing down. Take your chin to your chest and rotate it to the right. Go in a circle. Take your time. Remember, if something doesn't feel good, don't continue to do it. You want to take care of yourself, honor your body. And reverse when you come back to the center. Keep that breathing going. And come back to center. Nice. Take that right hand and put it over your head towards that left ear. You're just going to softly pull your head to the right. A nice little pull. Very soft. We're still warming up. Your left hand can be on your left knee, or it can be down on the ground next to you. And release your head. Put that right hand on your knee. Take that left hand on top of your head towards your right ear. And a nice pull, just lightly. Beautiful. And release. And just start moving on around, going. Get some nice movement in right there. And come to center. Go the opposite direction. And come back to center. Nice. Let's come onto all fours. Come onto all fours. And let's do some cat-cow. So go ahead and reverse. Here's our cow. Our belly's pointing down. Hands are straight, pushing forward. Release your shoulders. And push up into cow or cat. And couple breaths. And at your own pace, go right ahead. Keep going, a couple more. And come back to center. And let's go into child's pose. Go ahead and go down into child's pose. Child's pose, couple breaths right there. And then push back into downward facing dog. Into downward facing dog. And when you get into downward facing dog, you can go ahead and pedal your feet out. Move how you'd like to, whatever feels comfortable. You can go to side. Nice. Come to stillness. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Release. And rise all the way on up to the top. Nice. Hands to heart center. We're going to go through our sun salutation A. So it's top of the mat. Hands to heart center. Arms up. Look on up and fold. Come up halfway. Fold, vinyasa. Step those legs back. Knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths right here. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up to the top. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Keep that breath going. Remember, your breath is the consistent. And I'll make sure to show in the sequence, just like where you could use a block or any other type of thing if you wanted to during the practice. Hands up. Fold. Up halfway. Release. Vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths right here. And when you're in these positions, remember that you can do an opposite side. 3-legged dog. You could do a stretch. Bend that leg back. You have enough time to do it on both sides. You can also come down to your forearms. When you're in your forearms, just maybe fingers are wide. You can always, when you're coming down, hands can go to elbow to elbow, elbow to elbow, and then you bring them out, and that's how your hands should be on the ground. One more breath. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up to the top. Hands to heart center. Beautiful. Hands up. And fold. Up halfway. And release. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. And when you're doing upward facing dog, either you're on the ground or your thighs are off the ground. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Whatever you did on the opposite side, you can do the other. Your breath is the consistent. Make sure to spread those hands out. Press the heel into the mat. Release your shoulders, no tensing up. Bend your knees. Nothing has to be locked out. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Rise all the way on up to the top. Hands to heart center. Nice job. Y'all are flowing. Keep that breath going. Hands up. And fold. Up halfway. Fold. Step back. Chaturanga. Vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Through the practice and through the rhythm, you just you find dedication through the rhythm and the movement. The more you practice, the more you become dedicated to your practice. The more. And the more you practice, it's just like public speaking. The more you do it, the better you get at it. That's my analogy for y'all right now. Bend your knees, step or hop forward, come up halfway, fold, and rise all the way on up to the top. Beautiful. How do you feel? You can take a quick breath, move your arms for a second. So you can get a drink of water, whatever feels good. Just a really quick little intermission. Keep your breathing going. Stay with the practice. We're going to come back to the top of our mat. Back to the top of our mat. To our sun bees. Hands up. Chair. Fold. Come up halfway. Fold, vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg forward, warrior one. Your back leg is at like a 45. So it's not straight, it's at a 45. Right knee, warrior one. Hands up. And hands down, vinyasa. Left side. Step that left foot forward, warrior one. Beautiful. Get that stretch in vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 breaths right here. Those warriors, they just are really invigorating. When you start getting in that flow, it just starts flowing. And again, I stress how through consistent practice, you really start seeing yourself pick up, strengthening, and really able to master that flow. And that's when you start moving up in practice and you start practicing more difficult things that will challenge you because you're ready for it. Come to stillness, bend your knees, step or hop forward, up halfway, fold, chair pose, come on into chair pose, and fold, up halfway, fold, vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right leg forward, warrior one, hands up, and vinyasa. And right here, when you're going down with the vinyasa, you can always hold that right leg up. like this, or everywhere you feel comfortable. Then you come down into your chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left leg forward, warrior one, arms up. Vinyasa. Hands down, floating. Upward dog, downward dog. 3 breaths. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. Remember in that chair, we're like, our hips are like keys. So it's like a little switch in them hips. Hands are up. Fold. Up halfway. Fold, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Release, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. And vinyasa. Woo! Three breaths. And if at any time you want to come down into child's pose, or when you're in that your breathing stage before it starts back over, you can always go into child's pose. Do what feels good for you. The practice is here for you. One more breath. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. Last sunbeam, fold. Up halfway. Vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right leg forward, warrior one. Nice. Release it down, vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Hands up, chin up, and fold. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. And come to stillness. Bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Come up halfway. Fold. Chair pose. And rise all the way on up. Get a nice back bend right there. And hands to heart center. Beautiful flow. Y'all are my little rocket ashtangis. It's just the beginning. Let's step to the long side of our mat. So you can come out as wide as you want to. We're going to take our hands to our hips. We're going to do some stretching. Take your hands to your hip. And we're going to bend forward. So you're going to stretch. So you're like pushing your chin out. And that's helping you get the elongation you need. And just come down to where you can. Hands to the mat. You might want to, at this point, maybe you want to take your feet wider. Your feet can come back further. Maybe they align with your heels. Just breathe right here. If it's in your practice or feels good to you, you can go on a tripod headstand right here over headstand. Depending on the evening, I do it. Tonight is not the evening, but don't worry. There's always instruction. If that's something you're interested in learning more about, please drop me a comment. And make sure you guys like and subscribe and spread the word about yoga class. Keep breathing. I hope to have a survey come out here soon in the new year. I want to serve my community better. So when I do put the survey out, please do spread the word. Like and subscribe goes a long way. So now we'll put our hands, we'll come up halfway, put your hands on your hip, and rise all the way on up. Nice. This time we're going to put our hands behind our back. So we're going to take our hands behind our back so they can be in prayer position or they can be grabbing opposite elbows. Okay? So opposite elbows, or you can have prayer hands. This one's a little more flexibility. Your backs of your hands should be touching the whole time. Not like this. Not like this. They should be touching the whole time. So we're still in that long straddle position. So whichever position feels good for you, go ahead into it and bend forward. So again, guide with your chin. And come up halfway and all the way on up. And the last one, we're just going to grab our hands behind our back like this, and we'll bend. And again, depending how flexible you are, is how your hands show up for you, your arms and stuff. Through the practice, you can get more flexible, like things I never thought I'd do. I was the one in the gym class that couldn't climb the rope, and I would be crying because I can't climb the rope, okay? I do stuff that I never thought I'd do, okay? My little words this evening again. So we're going to take our hands and go ahead and into your position. Breathe in, out and fold. And depending how flexible you are, this one's not me, you might be able to bring your shoulders all the way down on the ground. And depending if that's you, you can actually come into that like an inverted position. Through the practice, y'all, through the practice. Your knees can be bent here. Might help you get a little deeper. And hands on your hip, release those hands and come up all the way on up. Beautiful. And step to the top of your mat. Just bring those feet together. We'll shuffle out. Let's come down to the mat. We're going to do a wide leg position. Do a little stretch out. I know you guys had your, depending where you are, your celebration. So we're stretching it out today. Okay. So we're going to do some Mula Bandha checkups. Mula Bandha checkups. So what we're going to do is you take, and this is a good place for blocks. I don't have both my blocks here, but I'm going to let you guys know. Because you can put a block on either side of your thigh. And what we're doing is we're pushing up. So you can do it with the blocks. You don't need the blocks. This is a good core exercise. So your hand is on, one hand is on either side of your thigh. we're going to flex our right foot. And you kind of want it lifted up off the ground a little, or just like a little, whatever you can get it. We're going to bend into that right side of our body. Breathe in and lift. Yeah, you're lifting. If you could, your whole body could float up and release, come back down. My foot does not stay up in the air, it comes down. But through practice, you're able to like literally levitate your body through your strength. So we're going to do our left side. So frame out that left leg. And you're kind of twisting when you come to frame that leg up. Frame that leg. So breathe in. Fold. Breathe in. And point that foot or bend it and lift. And release. Nice. Let's do it one more time each side. So frame out the right side. Twist, breathe in. Fold and lift. And release. Nice. And to the opposite side one last time. Twist, fold, and breathe in. Lift. And release. Nice. Hopefully you didn't cramp up or anything. You can kind of shake your legs out. Do a little shake out right there. Nice. Bring your legs together. You can turn on your mat. We're going to go on our back. Let's do a bridge pose. So you can bring your heels closer into your bum. Hands face down on the ground. And come on up into bridge. Your shoulders, you can roll them up underneath a little more. And release on down. Nice. And again, on up into bridge, going up. And release. Nice. We're just going to take our left foot, left leg, cross it over the right leg. A little stretch here. And you can leave it like this, or if it feels better, you can thread the needle and thread through your leg and grab your knee and bring it in closer. Flex your foot. And release. Put that one down and switch over. And you can bring that in again on the opposite side. Nice, release. Bring those feet back to neutral. And we're going to do some last stretch before I give you guys just like a couple more seconds of free movement. So your left leg goes long, and you're going to bring your right leg across your body. Your left hand can be on top of your right knee. Your right hand can be facing down and stretch out. Your eyes can be looking towards your opposite hand. Nice. Come back to neutral. Switch sides. Beautiful. Come back to center. You guys have a couple minutes to have some last movement. Maybe you want to roll like a ball. If you'd like to do legs up the wall, you could do an inversion, whatever feels good for you. So I'll go ahead and give you that time right now. Exploration is the key to really discovering what you like. You can listen to someone give you advice all day, but if you don't have self-exploration, then you're just listening to someone all the time. You're not taking the time to really cultivate what is inside of you. We all have that flame. We all have that spark. We all have that time. So start to take yourself to your Shavasana. So wind down from whatever movements you decided to take. You can lay on the ground, both arms and legs out. You can do legs up the wall. You can sit cross-legged, whatever feels good for you. Thank you for taking the time to rejuvenate yourself. Keep breathing. Through this path is how you find where you want to take it, where you want to go. The words resonate, the words don't resonate. Every path has a valid reason. As we end this time, I just want to pull one card for you. I want to give you something, a parting, rejuvenating message for you as we finish our practice this evening. You can turn to one side, whichever side is more comfortable. You can sit up or roll to your side. You can keep your eyes closed or open them, whichever feels good. Take your hands to heart center. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. Your rejuvenation is present, and every time you show up for yourself, doesn't go unnoticed. And just some last parting words. Rejuvenation happens in every way forward, and the only way forward is forward. Use discernment in everything we do. The new year is coming. Messages are everywhere. Thank you so much for joining me, Ashe community. If you have any questions, you can hit me up. I'll have information in the description box about how to get in contact with me. You can always hit me up on Instagram. Happy New Year. It's coming. Happy retrograde. Happy end of 2022. Happy thank you for showing up. Please subscribe, like, share my stream. I'm trying to get to those fun YouTube levels, but I got to make it there first. So I'm going to keep showing up. I appreciate you showing up, and I hope you have an amazing evening. I will be here Thursday, 12, what's today? 29. 12:29, I will be here again. Thank you so much. Have a great evening, friends. Rejuvenation.